What is the next item of business?
Mr. President,
Cheyenne.
I move that the FFA chapter purchase a new pickup and trailer to be used for our chapter's landscaping projects.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the FFA chapter purchase a new pickup and trailer to be used for our chapter's landscaping project. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Cheyenne.
I am strongly in favor of this motion. I feel like this would be very beneficial to not only our ag advisors, but also our classes. Currently, we do up to 7 landscaping projects at Madison Middle School, and we currently have to use our ag teachers' trucks to get our resources to and fro. I feel like doing this is not only a risk of damaging their cars, but is also a risk of losing something by not having enough space. Therefore, I implore the Assembly to pass this motion.
Mr. President,
Ben.
Adoption of this motion will not benefit our chapter. The supplies that we've been using to get our landscaping projects done have been very beneficial to us, and I don't think it's very beneficial for us to use money to buy more things when the things that we have are already good enough. So I urge the Assembly to fail the motion.
Mr. President,
Megan.
I completely agree with the views of the previous speaker. This motion would be extremely costly for our chapter. I feel like we just don't have the funds for this. I'm for the Assembly to fail the motion.
Mr. President,
Anna.
After thoroughly thinking through this question, it is actually 2 questions in one. So therefore, I move to divide the question. The first stating that our chapter purchased a new pickup, and the second saying we purchased a trailer to be used for our chapter's landscaping projects.
second.
It's been moved and seconded to divide the question into 2 parts. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Anna.
I'm for the Assembly to get behind me and adopt the move to divide the question. This is a very beneficial question, but it's 2 parts, so therefore it makes it overly complicated. I believe that this is also very costly and will not be beneficial because we have National Convention coming up, which is such a huge, costly event that we do, taking our students up to Indianapolis to compete at the national level. So therefore, I'm for the Assembly to get behind me and vote yes.
Mr. President,
Cheyenne.
I strongly disagree with the previous speaker. I feel like splitting this motion into 2 parts is just a waste of our time. I feel like if we get a new pickup and a trailer, this will allow us to have the needed resources for these projects to go correctly. I feel like if we should go big or go home. If we're going to spend money to get a new pickup or trailer, we might as well get both done now. Therefore, I'm putting something to fail the motion to divide.
Mr. President,
Megan.
I'm in hot opposition to this motion. I feel as though if we purchase a trailer, we should also purchase a pickup truck. We do not need one and not the other. This is a pointless motion. We should fail it.
Mr. President,
Jacob.
I feel that the motion to divide is a bad idea. I've seen plenty of people who have sold their own trucks and trailers in a pair. This would be a great idea for us to take advantage of a great deal and save the chapter some money. Hope the Assembly agrees and fails the motion to divide.
Mr. President,
Ben.
I'm strongly against the motion to divide. We have much more business to get to in this meeting. I don't feel like we have enough time to divide this into 2 questions. So, and with that being said, I move previous question.
second.
The previous question has been called for and seconded. Previous question is also known as stop the debate and proceeding to vote. It also requires a 2/3
I
vote.
rise to a point of order.
State your
The
point.
previous question requires a majority vote, not a 2/3.
Sorry, Megan.
I appeal from the decision of the chair.
State your appeal.
Robert's Rules of Order newly revised clearly states that previous question requires a simple majority vote and not a 2/3.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appeal the decision of the chair. Since the appeal is applied to a non-debatable motion, it will be not debatable nor amendable. All those in favor of the decision from the chair say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No!
The ayes have it, and the chair's decision stands. We will take a 2/3 vote on previous question. All those in favor of stopping discussion and proceeding to vote, please rise. Thank you. All those opposed, do likewise. Thank you. With a vote of 5 in the affirmative and 0 in the negative, the affirmative vote has it. We will take a 2/3. We will proceed to vote on the motion that states that we divide the question. All those in favor of dividing the question say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it. We will not divide the question. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Mr. President,
Jacob.
I feel that the motion is a great idea. I work with my father on a lot of landscape projects, and we have our own truck and trailer, and it is very beneficial to us for moving from place to place and helping us maneuver those heavy-to-move objects. Hope the Assembly agrees and passes the motion.
Mr. President,
Anna.
at first I was not in favor of this motion, but however, with the valid points brought by my fellow Assembly members, I believe this is a very beneficial motion. The last line of the FFA motto is live and serve, which is exactly what we would be doing with the adoption of this motion. It will really be an aid in the benefit of our horticulture students with their supervised agriculture experience projects, with the aid in their projects from traveling between sites to sites. So therefore, I'm putting this going to get behind me and adopt the motion.
Mr. President,
Ben.
I move that when we adjourn this meeting, we adjourn the meet at the call of the chair.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. When this meeting adjourned, it adjourned to meet by the call of the chair. Is there any? It is amendable. Is there any amendments? Hearing no amendments, we shall now proceed to vote. All those in favor of fixing the time to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, and we will not fix the time to adjourn. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Mr. President.
Megan.
I feel like this motion is a terrible idea, therefore I move to postpone the motion indefinitely.
Second.
Is it moved and seconded to postpone the motion indefinitely? Is there any debate?
Mr. President.
Megan.
I'm in very strong favor of this motion. I feel like our chapter does not conduct enough landscaping projects for us to buy a pickup truck and a trailer. This motion is pointless and will not benefit our chapter. For the assembly to pass the motion to postpone indefinitely.
Mr. President.
Cheyenne.
I'm highly inclined to disagree with the previous speaker. The reason we do not conduct very many landscaping projects is because we do not have the resources to do this. I feel like this will allow us to make our county look even prettier, which since tourism is so popular in our county, I feel like this would really help our economy. Therefore, I put the assembly to fail the motion, postpone indefinitely.
Mr. President.
Anna.
I'm delighted to support the views of the previous speaker. This is a very beneficial motion, not only for our horticulture students, but also the other students, because it opens up a world of opportunities. It does not specifically mean that we just have to use it for landscaping projects. This could even be used for our livestock projects when going to Raleigh and back for our livestock students with their competitions, as well as showing their cattle. This is such a very beneficial motion, and implore my assembly to vote no for postponement.
Mr. President.
Jacob.
A large reason why we haven't seen a lot of, why we haven't done a lot of landscape projects is because our members of our school haven't seen the projects that we do. We've recently been approached by multiple individuals asking us to do more landscape projects, and this is the perfect way to help us get that done. I hope the assembly is persuaded by my points and votes yes.
I raise a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Can a non-member vote on this motion?
A non-member cannot vote on the motion, but can speak if given by the chair. Is there any further debate?
Mr. President,
Ben.
I am strongly in favor of the motion to postpone. It is starting to get very cold outside, and with that, I don't think we will be conducting many more landscaping projects for a very long period of time. So I think it would be very pointless to spend money on a trailer and a new pickup. So I urge the assembly to pass the motion to postpone.
Is there any further debate? Hearing none, we shall now proceed to vote. All those in favor of postponing the motion indefinitely, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it, and we will not postpone the motion indefinitely. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
I raise a request for information.
State your request.
I am in favor of the motion, however, I feel that it could be quite costly, so I request to hear that the treasurer bring the current account balance of the chapter.
Cheyenne, what is the current balance for our chapter?
The current balance for our chapter is $2,340, Mr. President.
Thank you. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Mr. President.
Anna.
I'm highly inclined to go against this motion. After hearing the current balance of our chapter, I just do not believe that we can cover the cost for this trailer and pickup. I believe that it will not be beneficial because I thought that we did have more profit in our account. So with hearing this, I implore myself to not adopt the motion.
Mr. President.
Cheyenne.
I feel like our low balance in our account should not stop us from trying to further go through with this motion. We recently did a fundraiser and made over $10,000, but we had to spend on a national convention. If we can make that high of a profit with just one fundraiser, I feel like we could do that again to get enough profits for this material. Saying this, I have exceeded my limits of debate. Therefore, I move to extend the limits of debate to 3 debate per member.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to extend the limits of debate to 3 per member. Is there any amendments? Hearing no amendments, we shall now proceed to vote.
I raise a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Can a non-member vote on the move to extend debate?
A non-member cannot vote on the motion to limit the extent of debate, but they can speak if they are given permission. Is there any further amendments? Hearing none, we shall proceed to vote. All those in favor of limiting or extend the limits of debate to 3 per members, please rise. Thank you. All those opposed? Thank you. With 1 in the affirmative and 4 in the negative, we will not extend the limits of debate to 3. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Mr. President,
Ben.
I'm strongly against this motion. We have many more trips lined up in the future that will cost our chapter a lot of money, and I don't feel like we have the money to get the trailer and the new pickup. So I urge the assembly to fail the motion.
I raise a question of privilege affecting the assembly.
State your
It
question.
is rather hot in here, and I request for you to turn on the air conditioning.
Sorry, Anna, but I think that'll do nothing but distract us at the topic at hand. Your question is denied. Is there any further debate? Hearing none, we shall now proceed to vote. All those in favor of our FFA chapter purchase a new pickup and trailer to be used for our chapter's landscaping project, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, and we will not. Our chapter will not purchase a new pickup and trailer to be used for our chapter's landscape project. Is there any further business? Hearing none, I now declare this meeting adjourned.
All right. it in time.
Way to go.
Yeah, so that's good. Now, who's really confused as to what just happened? I know there's a lot that's
That's a
going
lot.
on.
That's very intense.
Yeah,
It is very intense.
way to go.
Mr. Burrow, we've already cut into 30 minutes of your time, but if you have any questions.
I do have a question. How do you determine, is it based on how loud they say it? You say like the nose hammer? How do you determine the count? To determine the majority on that? I mean, because I know you'll rule one way or the other. Without a raise of hand and actually seeing it, how do you determine that?
I usually determine it by if I hear more people speak. Like, I can usually hear out of the 5 of them which 3 say no and which 2 say yes.
Okay, so what if you've got one that's really loud and sounds like 5? I mean, is there a fail-safe method there?
Yeah, if it's like one is really loud and the ones that are, the majority of them are pretty quiet and it sounds equal, then someone can call division and we'll have to stand up and be counted.
Nice.
And you will probably see, you probably may have heard one of us be louder than the others, and in that case, if the majority votes no, but the president thinks it's a yes, then that's a case where someone will
How do I
call
turn this
division.
off?
So that
Leave
you
it on?
can visually see the revote, that's a countable vote that the president.
The person's voting.
Okay, that makes
Stop.
sense.
I just shut that.